Have you ever wondered why so many women seem to be struggling with loneliness? Well, dive into your favorite comfy chair, grab a cup of tea, and let's unravel this conundrum together. We're peeling back the layers of this widespread yet often overlooked issue, exploring why loneliness seems to be plaguing women more than ever. We're setting the stage for a candid discussion filled with wit, wisdom, and a dash of British humor. So buckle up and prepare for a roller coaster of emotions, sprinkled with a good dose of humor. After all, laughter is the best medicine, right? So what's this big bad loneliness epidemic we keep hearing about? Is it contagious? Should we quarantine ourselves? Well, not exactly, but the seriousness of this issue is real, especially among women. The loneliness epidemic is not just a buzzword, it's a significant societal issue. Imagine a world where everyone's connected through a web of digital platforms, yet feeling more detached than ever. That's the irony of the modern world. We're physically apart, yet digitally connected. And yet we're emotionally starved. Loneliness is a complex emotion, often misunderstood as just being alone. But it's more about feeling disconnected, unloved, or unwanted. It's the pang you feel when you're surrounded by people, yet you feel like an island. It's the echo of silence in a room full of chatter. Women particularly are bearing the brunt of this loneliness epidemic. But why? Well, the reasons are manifold. The pressure to juggle multiple roles, career woman, nurturer, partner, friend, can be overwhelming. The expectation to effortlessly glide through these roles while maintaining a perfect life is not just exhausting but also isolating. Then there's the paradox of social media. It promises connection but often delivers comparison, competition, and loneliness. The constant bombardment of perfect lives can make anyone feel inadequate and alone. If left unaddressed, this loneliness epidemic can have severe consequences on mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and even self-harm. It's a silent crisis that needs attention. But here's the thing. Tackling loneliness is not about being surrounded by people all the time. It's about building meaningful connections, fostering genuine relationships, and finding comfort in one's own company. It's about breaking down the barriers of isolation and reaching out for help when needed. Remember, loneliness is not a life sentence, it's merely a bump on the road to happiness. So let's unpack this epidemic, understand its roots, and together we can find ways to combat it. After all, we're all in this together. The age-old pressure to have it all, like a perfect job, perfect family, perfect body. Sounds exhausting, doesn't it? We live in a society that constantly pushes us to strive for an unrealistic ideal. A high-flying career, a picture-perfect family, a flawless body, and an enviable social life. This list is endless and, quite frankly, overwhelming. The pressure can be immense, and the struggle to meet these expectations can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. It's like running an endless marathon, gasping for breath, but the finish line keeps moving further away. This chase for perfection can leave us feeling disconnected, lonely, and inadequate. But here's the truth. This notion of having it all is a myth. It's a misleading, unattainable standard that only fuels dissatisfaction and loneliness. So ladies, remember, perfection is overrated. Embrace your perfectly imperfect selves. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Social media, a blessing or a curse? It's a double-edged sword, really. On one hand, it keeps us connected, lets us share our lives with the world. But on the flip side, it's easy to get sucked into a vortex of comparison and self-doubt. Picture this. You're scrolling through your feed, and there's Jane from high school, now a successful entrepreneur jet-setting around the world. And there's Lisa, who just got engaged in a picturesque vineyard. Suddenly, your Saturday night plans with a good book and a cup of tea don't seem so appealing. But here's the twist. Social media is a highlight reel. It's a curated collection of everyone's best moments. It's not the full movie with all the bloopers and deleted scenes. So next time you're scrolling through social media, remember it's just a highlight reel, not the full movie. Ever found yourself with 5,000 friends on Facebook, but no one to share a cup of coffee with? We're living in a time where we're more connected than ever before, yet it feels like we're drifting further apart. We've become so engrossed in our digital personas, we often forget the value of real-life connection. In this digital age, it's easy to mistake a like, comment, or retweet as a genuine interaction. But let's face it, nothing beats a hearty laugh with a friend, a comforting hug when you're down, or the camaraderie of shared experiences. Friendships are not about how many followers you have on Instagram or how many likes your post gets. It's about shared moments, mutual respect, and genuine care. It's about finding that one person who'll listen to your 3 a.m. thoughts, or who'll drop everything just to see you smile. In the end, it's not about the quantity of friendships, but the quality. Remember, it's quality over quantity when it comes to friendships. Swipe left, swipe right. Welcome to the confusing world of modern dating. We're in a paradox, aren't we? On one hand, we've got more means to meet new people than ever before. Yet on the other, the very nature of these platforms can leave us feeling more isolated than connected. Here's the thing. Dating apps are a mixed bag. They can offer a sense of hope with every match, but they can also lead to a sense of disappointment when those connections don't pan out. The constant cycle of hope and disappointment can be draining. You're not alone in this. Many women are experiencing this very same conundrum. And here's the kicker. The pressure to find the one can often overshadow the importance of finding oneself. So ladies, remember, it's okay to be single. Being alone does not mean you're lonely. Ever been told to just cheer up when you're feeling down? If only it were that simple. Society has a knack for simplifying complex emotions, making it difficult for us to voice our struggles. This is particularly true when it comes to mental health. It's as if an invisible barrier exists, discouraging us from seeking the help we need. Imagine being in a room filled with people, yet feeling utterly alone. You want to reach out, but you're afraid of being labeled, afraid of the stigma. That's the reality for many battling loneliness. It's a silent epidemic, one that's often misunderstood and overlooked. But here's the thing. There's no shame in admitting you're not okay. There's no shame in seeking help. In fact, it's a testament to your strength. It's about understanding that it's okay to lean on others, to ask for a helping hand when you're feeling lost. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. Now let's turn that frown upside down and find the silver linings in our cloud of loneliness. You see, solitude can be a splendid chance for self-discovery. It's a time for introspection, for understanding who we truly are when no one's watching. And here's the kicker. When we embrace our alone time, we often find that we're stronger than we ever imagined. We can turn loneliness into a catalyst for personal growth. Remember, every cloud has a silver lining, even the cloud of loneliness. Vulnerability. Sounds scary, right? Well, it's time to face our fears. Embracing vulnerability is like opening a window in a stuffy room. It lets in fresh air, light, and a new perspective. It's about acknowledging our emotions, and yes, that includes loneliness. It's about saying, hey, I'm human and I feel things. And guess what? That's okay. It's more than okay. It's real, it's raw, and it's incredibly powerful. Remember, vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. Now let's talk about the magic word, community. It's like a warm hug on a cold day. It's that comforting feeling of being part of something bigger than yourself. It's sharing laughter, tears, triumphs, and even failures. Community connection is a potent antidote to loneliness. It's about finding your tribe, those people who get you, who uplift you, who remind you that you're not alone in this world. So go out there, connect, engage, belong. Remember, your tribe is out there. You just need to find them. Self-love and self-care. Sounds like a luxury spa day, doesn't it? Well, it's much more than that. It's about acknowledging your needs, setting boundaries, and making time for activities that bring you joy. It's about resting without guilt, nourishing your body without judgment, and reminding yourself of your worth, even on the toughest days. This is the armor you need to combat loneliness. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. Sisterhood. It's like a secret club where the only membership requirement is being a woman. Dive into the profound connection that unites us all. This bond, this sisterhood, has a unique power in combating loneliness. It's a safe haven, a space to share, to laugh, to cry. It's a connection rooted in shared experiences and mutual understanding. It's a beacon of hope, a lifeline in times of solitude. So reach out, connect, and cherish this bond. Remember, sisters are different flowers from the same garden. Enjoying the video? Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like buttons. It's like a virtual high five. Your support means the world to us and keeps us motivated to delve into these important topics. Remember, your likes and subscribes fuel our motivation to bring more such content. Now that we've unpacked the loneliness epidemic, it's time to rewrite the narrative. We can combat loneliness by flipping the script, by turning "I am alone" into "I am independent and self-reliant." It's about transforming "I have no one" into "I have the strength to make connections." It's about reframing "I'm isolated" into "I'm in a position to build my community." It's about changing the story we tell ourselves. Remember, you are the author of your life story. Don't let anyone else hold the pen. Well, that was a whirlwind tour through the labyrinth of loneliness. Feeling enlightened? We've navigated the pressures of perfection, the pitfalls of social media, the importance of self-love, and the power of community. Remember, loneliness is just a state of mind. With the right tools, we can overcome it. Thanks for sticking around till the end. You're a true warrior. We hope this video sparked some understanding and compassion. If it resonated with you, help us spread the word. Share this with those who might need it. Until next time, remember, you're never alone in feeling lonely.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.